guys, so today we will be doing an updated highlight and contour. Well, I will be doing an updated highlight and contour, what I am using and how I'm using it and all that good stuff. So stay tuned and keep on watching if you're interested, and don't forget to give this a thumbs up, like it, subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. And yeah, so let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that I'm gonna start off with that I'm loving, it's my Rimmel London Match Perfection concealer and highlighter tube, and I'm in the shade 240 Fair Light Neutral. So I will be doing both creams and powders of highlighting. So I take this on my T-zone, and I do it under my eye, the sides of my nose. And this may look a lot, but once you start blending everything out, you'll be good. Or you can do a little, however you like. And I already have my foundation on and my eye makeup and my eyebrows done, so you can do it honestly before or after, however you prefer. It's your preference. So I'm taking this down the bridge of my nose, and I'm not taking it fully, just taking it like that, a little bit on the forehead, and I'm taking it on my cupid's bow and my chin. And that's where I highlight. So now I'm gonna take my damp beauty blender, and I'll be blending the little parts away first, just so if I was to do the bottom of my eyes first and blend everywhere else, I'll get the product that's left from these massive areas on the little areas that I will be also highlighting, and we don't want that. We want to have just the minimum in the T-zone, not too much. But that's how I do it. But if you like doing it any other way that you're comfortable with, that's a-okay. There's no rules, just the way we each like to do our own makeup. So do whatever you feel comfortable with. So don't mind my dirty beauty blender. I damped her up, and I will be placing her under my, bouncing her under my eye. So I'm gonna start. And I'm just lightly blending her away. You see how it just gives you that nice awakened lift. And now the other eye. And don't mind my nasty face. Well, facial expressions. And you want to make sure everything is seamlessly blended. Okay, now we could start with our chin, or however you like it, your preference. Keep it well. Now my forehead, and I really love this concealer because it's so blendable. make sure everything's nice and blended. And now we want to take the most precious part of the highlighting, our beautiful nose. And you can take it with your finger if you like, if you feel more comfortable. And it looks weird, but trust me, once you contour, it will all fall in place. Okay. Now we're gonna powder these areas that we just highlighted. And I will be using my Rimmel London Stay Matte powder in Sandstorm. Oops. And I got this in my what do you call it? My drugstore, Duane Reade or Walgreens, anywhere. And I'm taking my MAC 127 brush. It's a tapered, flat, double-sided, not double-sided, double-headed brush tip, and I'm just taking that just to set it so it won't crease. And you want to pat it on first because you don't want to disrupt any of your cream that you just placed under. So you pat it first and then you could do the swipings. So pat it first and then gently sweep your powder on. And now I'm gonna do this area again. Lightly. And then you can adapt a little bit so I could place the highlight powder here on my forehead. My cupid's bow, my chin, and you can stop there if you like, but I know there's also places like if you wanna highlight right under your contour area, but I will not be doing that today because since I have a lot going on my eyes, going on with my eyes, I don't want to make such a harsh contour line and then do the reverse, I think it's called reverse highlight or reverse contour, one of those, because that will be too extra for my look that I'm going for today. Okay, now for contour. Now that we set all these bad boys, I'm taking my Toast LA Girl Pro Concealer in Toast, and I'm placing this in the opposite, anywhere that I did not put concealer at. So that will be my cheeks. I'm taking it like if it was there was an invisible line between the top of my ear to the corner of my mouth, but I will just be placing it right there because we will be blending this out, and I'm doing the same thing on the other side, right? And I'm taking it on my temples, and whatever's left on the brush, I will be doing the sides of my the side, not the sides, but slimming down my nose like this. And I'm not taking a lot of product, I'm just taking whatever is left from what I already used. And now we're gonna blend these bad boys out. And I will be using a beauty blender, and I'm gonna use it right here. And I'm just bouncing it upwards. You can use a brush if you like, it's optional, so whatever you feel more comfortable with. Just making sure it is nice and blended flawlessly. And I'm taking the sides of my temples, and I'm brushing it into I'm blending it into my hairline. Making sure there is no division of where my highlight or my contour started or where my hairline starts. Ouch. Okay, now I'm doing the same thing on the other side of my cheek. So after this, we will blend out. Make sure everything is blended seamlessly first. And then we will blend out the nose area. But you want to go nice and light on this. You want to use the tip of the beauty blender and just pounce it on to make sure it blends seamlessly. You see the difference with this side. So it's this side. See how nice and natural that looks? And you just want to pounce it on. You don't want to rub it, because then it'll disrupt the foundation and all that goodness. And voila, there you go. Well, not voila, there you go. But the next step is to set it with powder. You want to make sure you set it with powder so it will not be on the floor by the end of the day. You want it to be nice and stayed put throughout the day. So what I will be using is, I'm going to start off with my nose. I'm going to use a Morphe brush. It's not from it's from a brush set. So you can check out their website to see any of their blending brushes, which they are all amazing. I love them. And I will be taking Harmony and Blunt from MAC. A little tap and a little tap. Just a little bit. And you want to focus it more, since you want to slim down your nose. Like if you got a non-surgical nose job. And you want to focus it like right on your area that you placed your, what do you call it, your cream contour. And you want to just focus it on the bottom area. You don't want to focus it everywhere, since I have already a narrow bridge, but once it gets to my nostrils it wides open, so I focus it more on the sides, the ball. I don't know how to explain it, but I know how to show it instead of explaining it so much. But the sides of my nose, the ball of my nose, I think that's what I want to call it. I don't even know what it's called down below. But I will be taking that and I will be blending it upwards. And you want to make sure it's not noticeable, like the harsh line, and you want to make sure it's nice and blended. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is going to set my areas, the cheeks, the temples, and all that good stuff with powder. And I'm going in with my BDELLIUM Tools 980 base brush. It came in the Maestro brush set. So I'll be taking the same colors I used for my nose, Harmony and Blunt from MAC, and dust that off. And I'll be just placing it in the hollows of my cheeks. And you want to do that to the other side. And you could take it on the bottom of your chin to define it more and hide all those areas of double chin, that nastiness. You know what? Embrace your double chin, because you are beautiful no matter what. But with makeup, you can hide it just a little tad bit, so don't be ashamed if you hide it. You can still embrace it, but just look fabulous embracing it. So now I'm gonna take it on the sides of my face. And you just wanna quickly dust that on. Okay, and now for some extra glow, I will be going in with a shimmery highlighter just to glam up and shimmery up my my T-zone area, because I love that highlight. Especially, you don't want to have a flat face with beautiful eye look. I mean, it's optional, you don't have to, but in my preference, I love being extra. So I'll be right back, and when I get my highlighter, we're gonna dust it on. Okay, so I will be taking, to highlight the brush first, I will be using my BDELLIUM Tools 785 brush, and it's a blending brush for your eyes, but you can use your tools in many different ways, ladies and gents. So I will be using my MAC Honey Lust eyeshadow, which I also adore, which I use for the highlight of my inner tear duct, and I'll be using that for my face highlight. So it's okay, you can use eyeshadow as highlighter as well, my darlings. So I will be taking that on the high points of my cheekbones, and I'll just be doing that in circular motions, like right here, like if we're creating a C. See how it gives you that glow, like that natural healthy glow. And then look at this side, flat plain Jane, which is okay to be plain Jane sometimes, but I just love this glow. So you can pack that on as much as you want in the places that you highlight where the sun naturally hits. So go ahead and place that everywhere. If you want, get a big old brush and just highlight your whole damn face, girls and gents, because I will definitely do that. Your Cupid's bow. See how it gives you that healthy, wet look, beautiful glow. This is totally optional. You can skip this step, but I just love that extra glowiness. And what I do is I put it on the ball of my nose, just like right above, and I just drag it up a little bit just to give me that cute button nose, cutie patootie, I just want to pinch your cheeks kind of look. You see how it's nice and highlighted, and I use a light hand for this. And you just go like that, and I go over it with a second eyeshadow. I believe it's called Hey from MAC as well, and I just take that on top of it, but this time I use a fan brush. It's a BH Cosmetics fan brush that I got in school. And I just pack that right on top. And I put it on Cupid's nose. And if you like, you can put it on the arches of your eyebrows, above the arches of your eyebrows, just to give you that sun-kissed glow. And of course your chin, you cannot forget your chin. So I usually put my blush after this, so I'll be right back and I'll put on my blush and I'm back, and let's get into putting some blush on. Okay, let me see what's the name of this. This is Fever from MAC, and I know it looks super intimidating, but if you use a light hand with any blush, that whether it's too dark, too bright, or too light, well, not too light, you never want to put a light blush on, but you use a light hand and you barely touch the product and you just dust it on the apples of your cheeks, and you won't look like you just got slapped by the fairy blush mother, you know? And you want to smile a little bit and just dust this on. And you usually put the blush in between, right in the middle of the highlight and the contour. You just put it and it meshes everything together and you look like a flawless piece of art. Oh, and I'm using the Real Techniques blush brush, or is it the face brush, all over face brush? I'm not sure, but I use this for blush. So you can find these in Ulta, now doing Reade, Walgreens, any of that goodness. So there you have it. I put on my blush, and now we could get onto the lips. I'll do this off camera. Okay, so I did a first coat of Trap from ColourPop Cosmetics, and I will leave the link down below where you can their website, so you can purchase them. And I will be using Vice just to nude it up a little bit more, just make it a little tad bit more light. So I'm popping that right in the center, and I'm just, and these are their matte liquid lipsticks, so I really recommend these. These are my faves. Like, I cannot live without them. And I will go back in with Trap right now. And then I'm gonna go again with a little bit of Vice. I'm gonna grab Vice just to pop a little bit more nudeness on my lips right here. And smack it together, and what I'll do is blend it with my fingertip. And you see how easily it blends in. And this is the final look, guys. So tell me what you think, if you liked it, if you didn't like it. I'm all ears and I'll listen. And yeah, let me know what you would like to see next. I'm not sure what to call this look right now, but I'm feeling like it's kind of like a fall kind of look. I don't know if it's because I have orange on my lids, but yeah, so let me know what you think. If you liked it, like and subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. Give this a thumbs up because it helps me so much, guys. You don't understand. So I see you guys on my next video. Bye.